everybody, and welcome to Rise of the Podcast. I am Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
And I am not suffering through a voice crack.
Hey, we're going to talk about that. Drop of the Podcast. We're the podcast where you can come to drop your favorite emojis and try to land them in the boiling pot of split pea soup.
Is it working tonight?
Yeah,
Doubtful.
it always works.
Doubtful. Press F to doubt.
F for respect.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Is it broken? Boop. Let's try it. Let's get it going. Come on, podcast.
It obviously didn't work.
Did not work. I'm sorry. Well, it sucks.
Stupid piece of crap.
I wonder why. Like, what the heck? Whatever, it's fine. Sup, Swanky?
So Swanky's doing good. Cam looks like he's doing good.
Hello, Swanky, and hello, Cam.
Nobody is getting dropped to successfully work. It worked for like 2 seconds last week.
That's so sad.
So I don't know why that thing's being such a pile. Operator error. Yeah, definitely. The operator not being me.
Already. I like how Kara tried to drop the technical difficulties one.
Maybe that's why it's not working.
Yeah, Kara, you broke it.
I broke it.
Refresh cache. What is this thing even called? I can't even remember.
I'm just
Pixel
watching
Plush.
Chris.
Here we go.
Pixel Plush.
Pixel Flush. What? Did you do that?
No.
Oh, Kara did it.
You are so funny. You are diabolical.
Okay, so
I'm hilarious.
Doing what, autumn?
Okay, so what are we talking about? Talk.
We're going to talk about Star Wars, and I have a
Okay.
funny work story.
We'll talk about it then.
How do I
Oh
do
my
this?
gosh.
Cheers.
Guys, I'm sorry you are listening to this stimulating conversation.
How do I undo the crash?
You just have to redeem
You have
something.
to cheer sub or do channel point redemption.
There we go.
What did you redeem?
Hello there.
Whoops.
Oh, you're so funny. I'd laugh if it didn't work. Oh, it did work.
What?
Dang it.
Oh, Cam coming in clutch with the...
Yes, the bald filter.
All right, well, do you want to get into the list or do you want to tell your story? We're doing the top 10 weirdest foods in the Star Wars galaxy.
No, we'll warm up with some Star Wars.
Okay.
And I'm bald.
You realize
Why does it
your
default
pop filter
to
is
me?
absolutely doing nothing for you.
Why does it default to me?
Because it already recognizes that you're bald. And it sees my nice luscious hair and realizes it doesn't want to get rid of it.
You are so funny.
Oh, that's the end of the filter anyway.
Yay! All right, take us into Star Wars foods, and then I'll go into
All
telling a
right,
story.
where's the... We got to do some editing here.
Get rid of all of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
93, what's that?
I don't know.
93.
I have no. What is it?
93.
All right.
You need to have your badge of honor ripped from you from Duolingo.
We haven't counted that high.
How many day streak are you on?
540.
Chris would still have that high of a streak if he had that high of a streak.
I did more days than that in high school.
That's true. That's true.
Let's see. Okay, hold on. We're loading it up. 540. I was right. Boom.
I don't understand what Gwen's saying. I think it's the face smoothing that makes it really,
The
and then...
bald filter.
But what's this? What's this icon?
Like a full moon.
What does that mean? I don't know what it means.
This?
I'm as bald as a moon.
What? No, look at the under Gwen's thing. It looks like a weird, like a gray orange.
That's called the moon, Chris.
It's not the moon!
So in chat here, is it I think the face smoothing, it makes it really...
Yes. Yeah, and
so in my phone chat, it's doing this hand.
It is that icon.
It literally, what it looks like is like if you took like like those chocolate oranges where
Yeah.
you can like smack them and then you take a few slices out. That's
Yeah.
what it looks like.
I see.
Is there face smoothing at what? What face smoothing?
When the bald filter is on.
Oh.
Yeah, it makes my skin look just...
Gets rid of your wrinkles.
Yep.
It's not Italian ginger pinch, Gwen. It's chef's kiss.
Italians do this. Like, so there's a couple called the Passinis. They do a lot of reels on Facebook and stuff. And the husband, he's Italian. The wife, she's American. But he's like, if she ever does anything he's like, why did you do that? He'll just go like, Like,
It looks
why?
like he's interacting with a tiny dog.
Yeah, right.
And so, like, the thing is, like, I always, like, to me, like, the gesture was always like, what's about you type of thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's dumb. Italy, go away. We don't like you anymore.
But no, I agree.
Oh, finger, not ginger. The Italian finger pinch.
Ah.
I was like, I don't know what I thought she meant like you're pinching some ginger. You know, like that guy who's like doing this.
Or gingerly.
You're gingerly.
You're so funny. Okay. Food, glorious food.
Well, it doesn't look very good to me.
What's weird
See what
in
I've seen
Star
up to this point.
Wars?
This is going to be disgusting.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, you guys want to take a guess at number 10?
I have no idea.
I have never heard of this before.
Okay.
Calf.
Colo clawfish. I'm guessing it is from
What movie is that?
is that
From
from
Solo.
Canto? Oh, that's from Solo. Oh, okay. I was gonna say Canto Bite, but
So here's what it says. Han Solo's first, solo outing. Great writing. And the Star Wars universe was a chance for the franchise to explore other facades, of its universe, such as poverty and the criminal underbelly of the galaxies. Thankfully, it did so and even introduced the perfect food to showcase the disparity between the elite and street urchins of Star Wars, caviar.
interesting.
Oh, is the finger pinchy salt man called Salt Bay? Is that what that's called?
Yeah, that is Salt Bay.
Dumb.
Yep.
I hate our culture. Our culture is full of nothing but dumb stuff.
Oh, it's lit. Stop.
Whatever.
Stop spitting caps
My
out.
drip folds.
Don't jingle jangle.
Nope, my drip don't jingle jiggle.
Oh my gosh.
It's
my
Liddy
God.
fam.
You want me to do it?
Let's spin the wheel. This
I'll
is
do
something
it.
that everybody can appreciate.
Okay, I'm
Let's
gonna
spin
do
the
this.
wheel.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it good. Here we go.
I love the swinging XLR cable. What good production value we have here.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, Jim, thanks for the resub. Thank you.
Jim, thank you so much.
Boom, gone. What is it?
Revenge Nerf gun.
Okay, well we're respinning it since there's.
I mean, I guess if you wanted to nerf me, you can. Is that dart gun over there still?
It is, yeah.
All right, Jeremy gets to do it though, because he's kind to me.
All right.
Fine.
Yeah.
Jeremy, just make sure you don't hit the cameras.
I know what I'm doing.
Do you though? That thing's not that accurate.
That chair sounds like it's about to die. Oh my god! Oh my! Well, just stop! Ow! Why?
Ah!
Oh my gosh. Yep.
Oh,
All
you're the
right.
best,
Nerf
Jeremy.
is the best.
All right. Yep.
Swanky agrees with me that our culture is just the worst.
Oh, you guys are just spitting out caps.
All right.
Our
Wait, did you just
culture's
say caps? It's just cap, Jeremy. It's not caps.
multiple percutative.
You're just spitting out cap. It just kind of encompasses everything.
Stop.
I've never
capping.
heard what what you're talking about. Spitting out
Cap?
caps.
Cap is a lie.
So cap is fake.
It's a fake.
Why don't you just say a lie? It's not even any more letters.
Who knows? It's the most ridiculous thing on the face. of the
It's what
planet.
kids say these days.
I hate the kids these days.
Yep.
You know who's the
Exactly.
kid these days? Your son.
That's right.
He's
My
gonna
son-
say some horrible garbage one day, and you're gonna be like, "I'm embarrassed that I am related to you."
I know.
Yeah, but then I get to reverse that on him and actually, be funny with it.
Thala siren milk.
In 1 minute, I will tell you. So Swanky says, "I've traveled. Our culture is pretty much consumer culture. What's the latest or greatest? Travel the world and you'll see so many awesome things that make us look pretty lame and uncultured."
Yep.
Sounds right to me.
Yep.
Speaking of that, Swanky, I just saw a thing today and it was like, somebody was like, Americans aren't lazy. We're burnt out. Like, we are burnt out compared to the rest of the world.
It's true.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you've been dominating for the last 150 years.
What was I going to say? No, so as a hygienist, I like to ask people if they travel or if they enjoy traveling. And I cannot tell you how many patients I have run into that they don't want to travel. They don't want to leave the state. They just want to stay in their hometown and never see any part of the world. And I'm like,
That's lame.
how?
Okay, this is hyperbole, so don't at me. That's some modern lingo there. The only thing that differentiates us from humanity of 150 years ago is the fact that we can get around the world in less than a day.
Yeah.
It doesn't take us a month and a half to get to Wisconsin. It doesn't take 7 months to go from England to New York. It doesn't take a lifetime to traverse the Oregon Trail.
Yep.
You can drive the Oregon Trail in 2 days.
Yeah.
And probably you won't get cholera.
I hope not.
You will not die from dysentery.
Jim says he doesn't want to leave his house.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing. We also live in a world where you can just order culture directly to your door.
That's true.
But then it's not like true.
That's why Jim is.
It.
That's why Jim is being lame and doesn't want to leave his house. If he had to leave his house to get filament for 3D printing, he'd leave his house.
I need to travel again. I haven't. The last major traveling I did was 2013.
Is this year?
2013?
It was this year?
International traveling.
Oh, pfft.
California.
Jeremy, have you ever internationally traveled for pleasure? You have, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't internationally traveled once.
So again, I can't validate. Sorry, going back to Star Wars here. I can't validate this list until I see more of it.
Yeah.
But that's basically the green milk that Luke ate.
Yeah, the gross graphic milk.
I like how they call that thing a siren.
Yeah, that ain't no siren, son.
Beautiful to Luke, keeps him alive.
Interesting. Well, so then coming in directly above that.
Coming in at number 8.
What does it say?
Bantha milk. Yay,
Okay.
Bantha milk's sweet.
So Bantha milk
Blue
apparently
milk.
is what the blue milk is.
Yeah.
I never
Yep.
knew that.
That stuff's lit.
Cam says California counts as international. We should excise them.
Cut him off.
Sorry, Brad.
Brad.
I think Brad would agree once he's out.
So again, these are the weirdest foods in Star Wars.
I get they don't talk about food a lot.
That's what
Portion
Ray
bread, that's
eats.
Ray's thing.
3/4 portion.
That was actually a pretty cool little section of that movie. That I enjoyed. So that's kind of cool.
I don't think that this should count as food.
Unfertilized frog eggs, yeah.
Well, it was to Grogu, though. But nobody else would eat it besides.
Oh my god. Oh, stop grimacing. This is food.
Oh, my.
Raw eggs are actually a delicacy in other cultures. Besides, humans eat chicken eggs anyway. Unfertilized frog eggs are just among the latest food to be added to the Star Wars mythos, courtesy of the perpetually hungry Grogu.
Were they unfertilized at that point? Or
They were, because she had to get them to her husband to fertilize them.
Too much graphicness.
Can you imagine if Kara had to bring you like a clutch of eggs for you to fertilize?
I
And you're just sitting there like,
Yep. I'll just say I'm glad it's not any different than the way that it is.
Oh my gosh. That's, yep. Okay. Anyways, continuing on.
I don't even know. This is a terrible list.
Yeah,
This is ScreenRant.com. You've done a bad job so
They
far.
don't talk about food a lot in Star Wars. Do they?
Not really.
yeah, that's a horrible category.
Yeah, like-
Tatooine street,
Here's the image of it's just Jar Jar Binks holding something in his mouth.
a frog leg thing.
Okay.
It says, again from Tatooine is a street delicacy commonly found in the rough dirts of Mos Espa, where Anakin and his mother used to live. These are street foods strewn out in racks in the bazaars, baking in the huts, and waiting to be eaten by rude Gungans. This is literally, that's the most list filler that's ever filled a list.
I want to say that some intern was hired to write a Star Wars article for Screen Rant. That was written by somebody who's never written any other article before, and they just had to come up with something.
Yep.
Cam said, I discovered the new form of you guys' role playing. Kara bringing you a clutch of eggs for you to fertilize.
Oh my goodness.
Chip's asleep. I've got a sack of eggs for you to fertilize, Jeremy.
Ew. Okay.
Yeah, yuck.
Let's keep reading on.
So far, I don't think anything belongs on this list except for the blue and green milks.
Okay. I mean, the eggs, the cold claw fish.
I think that was
weird.
just genocide. That wasn't eating.
The cold claw fish?
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
From Solo?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think it's that weird. It's just that's just caviar. I wouldn't consider that any weirder than any food on the reality.
America, right.
Yuck.
So, root leaf stew.
Is that what Grogu has? Oh, no, that's...
That's what
is
Yoda
what-
makes.
Yoda serves
Does he
Luke.
ever call it root leaf stew?
No, but I'm sure in the Star Wars novelization
suppose.
it's called something.
I suppose. If you if you read the book. Yeah, okay.
People do read.
Whatever. I don't think it's that weird. They make
Yeah.
cucumber soup and stuff like that. It's like, this list is weird. Sandwich from Dex's Diner.
That's not even close to being a valid thing.
So it's a sandwich. How is this the third weirdest food in Star
Seriously,
Wars?
like, is there a picture of it or
There's a picture of the diner.
what?
Dex's Diner is quite a memorable place in Attack of the Clones, mainly because it was a change of scenery from all the high society sheen of Coruscant. Obi-Wan went there for a bit of street-level info, but refused a good meal, namely a Shada Club sandwich.
But why is it weird?
So
Oh, hold on. It appears to be a 2-layer steak sandwich that is probably impossible to eat by hand and requires utensils. The ingredients are known, but what appears to be cheese is a familiar sight, as well as a ridiculously big slab of beef. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it does. So why is that weird?
Yeah, that whoever made this list deserves. Hold on, I'm going to scroll to the top and see if there's a name on here so we can shame this person publicly.
just give the first name. We don't need to dox him.
The first name is Sid.
Well, that explains a lot.
And this is published November 22nd of 2020.
So he went from terrorizing toys and Toy Story.
Exactly, to terrorizing us with terrible Screen Rant lists.
I was thinking Sid from
The Sloth.
Ice Age.
I think Sid from Toy Story.
Both of them have the same amount of intelligence as the Sid from
True. It's true. All right.
Yeah, so man, this list is god awful.
Yeah, it is. Roasted pork.
Oh, poor
It's just
Chewie.
chicken. It's just
But they're
chicken.
porgs.
It's still chicken. People
Roasted-
think that pigs are cute and you eat bacon all day.
I do.
Actually,
I did
there's
buy
a bacon fest
today.
coming up.
See, it's just chicken. That has gotten consistently less
is that?
weird the further up we've gotten this
You
list.
really want to go, don't you?
Yes, of course. I love bacon. Bacon is life. When
Tara
is it-
does love bacon. We have to buy the 4-pack.
Why is bacon so expensive? Is it because it's so good they know they can just rake us for it?
Probably.
I
Because
get
you can
mine
buy a
from
pound of ham
Costco.
for like $4. A pound of bacon is like $11.
No.
Kara buys the 4 pounds of it at a time at Costco.
Do you get the unsliced? You slice your own, so like that's actually like somewhat affordable. But I don't have one of those big rotary Ginsu saws that I can just.
I know.
A mando slicer.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
You could slice it on a mandolin, couldn't you?
I mean, I
Well,
suppose.
it's just a circular saw with more steps.
Yeah.
like what they have at
Jersey Mike's.
Panera. I suppose Jersey Mike's too. Yeah.
A radial arm saw that doesn't move.
I want a Jersey Mike's.
Wait. Cam, you make homemade bacon? Heck yes, I will take some.
Yeah, send a bunch to me. All you need is a sharp knife to cut it. How about I give you $1 and you cut it for me?
You do have a sharp knife. For what it's worth.
Cam also said potato soup with greens would technically be classified as a root leaf soup. Yeah, because potatoes are root.
It's true. It's true.
All right.
Okay.
Apparently, the
juice.
weirdest food in Star Wars is Jawa juice.
Okay, the egg that the Jawas eat should be on this list.
Yeah, so this one says, sounds like this shouldn't exist at all, but don't worry. It's not a smoothie made from the remains of Jawas. I hate you, Sid. The Jawa juice is only called such because Jawas love it, not because they comprise of the beverage. It's also known as Ardies, like Hardee's without the H, or Carl's Jr. spelled Hardee's. Hence, this drink also originated from Tatooine. Is made from fermented grains mashed with bantha hide, so it's like really
Ew.
gross beer.
So that should be on the list. That's nasty.
If you knew what went into some early versions of beer, you would never drink a beer in your life.
Well, I don't
Wasn't
care
back
for
in
beer
the
anyways.
medieval times it was safer to drink beer than water?
Yeah, because it was processed. Like there was like the water would be purified ostensibly by going through the brewing process. The straw was invented because beer was like unfiltered, so you'd use a straw to poke through the gross stuff on the top and drink the beer without getting the float.
Speaking
Did you see the guy drinking a beer at Yankee Stadium with a hot dog?
No.
He used a hot dog as a straw to drink a beer.
Doesn't get much more gluttonous than that.
That picture is America. That's America right there. Spending hundreds of dollars. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you should do it for a bloody. Like doing that in a bloody
at least makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah, but doing it,
Nobody in the right mind would drink beer with a straw point blank. Nobody in the right mind would use a hot dog for a straw for any liquid. And then putting the two together, I'm going to drink beer out of a hot dog straw?
So there is a company down in Texas, I forget the name of it, but they make a hot dog water hard seltzer.
Get out of here. Yuck.
No.
That makes me want to puke.
Dead serious. Look it up.
Just talking about it.
All right. Well, I don't even want to try and re-rank this list because top to bottom, it is terrible.
No, I just
the
reversed
sandwich
it.
from Dex's Diner, the Jawa Juice would be number one.
I think Jawa Juice would probably be like sort of like in the middle, like just because I think that there's a lot, like, what's that, Kofi Luwak, where it's like the coffee beans are eaten and then pooped out or whatever.
Yeah.
There's foods that are made in gross ways that are fine. It doesn't say explicitly what the bantha hide role plays in this. It's probably not like they just run it over their back and then collect it and like, here, drink this. I imagine it has something to do with the way that it's aged or processed.
I don't know. It's gross in my mind.
Anyway, so yeah, if you flip it upside down and move Jawa Juice to like number 5, I think that's the list.
I like it.
Bad job, Sid.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see if there's any other articles by Sid.
Oh, for the love.
Sid the Sloth.
Oh, okay, Kara. We're doing this.
What is it?
We're doing you of all people would know whether or not this list is accurate.
What is it?
It's a Lord of the Rings list.
Ooh.
That face with that filter.
Okay.
Can Jim put me in timeout and save me some dignity?
No. I will override it and reject it.
No way. Give the people what they want.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. These are the 10 most powerful swords in the Lord of the Rings.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
There might be... Okay, well, go ahead. Hadafang?
It's not from the books, meaning it's not canon. This is
that-
already off to a tip. Why would you use non-canon swords on a list?
Is that Arwen's sword?
Original owner was Idril, an elven princess who wed a mortal man and had a child with him named... It was Elrond's dad's sword.
So I think that was the one that Arwen uses when she...
Yep, you're 100% right. Elrond used it in the flashbacks during the Last Lines of Men. Arwen used it later.
So yeah, when she calls... So, okay. They make it seem like Arwen calls the water horses down. In the books, that's actually Elrond.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Elrond's awesome, and he's also Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Or Agent Smith.
Yes.
Wait, isn't he in Jurassic?
No.
What else is he in?
The Matrix.
Yep.
He's Agent Smith.
I know Smith is from The Matrix. He's in something else.
He's
Hold on. He's in a lot of stuff. What's IMDb? Can we do a round of the IMDb game? And do you think he's been in more or less things than Sean Connery?
Only if
Less.
somebody redeems it.
The Matrix. I feel bad for not knowing his name because
It's Ian something, isn't it?
his name.
Oh my goodness.
Hugo
Hey,
Weaving.
Hugo Weaving. Sorry, I knew.
I feel super bad because like he's a really good actor.
You got to do a shout out to Mike. Check chat.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, Mike, you're a legend.
Nice.
Cheers for the sub.
Thanks, Mike.
Ludicrous. Okay,
Mike, this is for you.
you can try. I'm gonna try and catch it. Oh, that's way too high. Oh wow, that's You got me right in the hand. I had no chance of catching that. That's way too
One
fast.
went like right through your fingers. Woo.
Nothing
Catch
makes
them
you
in your
feel
mouth.
less athletic than being like, I could probably do that, and then realize you have 0% chance of ever accomplishing
My
it.
favorite thing though, and you're not the first, you won't be the last. It's just like to delay it. Like it went right with your fingers, and it's already hit the back wall, and then you're like trying to pinch it. Like, I could get it because it's that fast. That's what's DC.
Yeah, well, yeah, like in reaction time's a funny thing. Like
Yep.
you can train to be better at specific actions in terms of reaction time. So like standard reaction time is about 250 milliseconds, right?
Insane.
So untrained average person, right? The older you get, the higher that number gets. So I would say I'm probably in like the 350 millisecond range for standard reaction time.
Yeah.
That's over a quarter of a second, which is well long enough to be like, phew!
I know.
And that's what part of the reason why like the older you get, the worse you are at like shooter games and stuff, because your reaction time just gets progressively slower unless you've been actively working on improving it.
I should play Halo tonight.
No.
And also punk kids, I hate them.
They have way too much time.
That's gonna be the name of my biography. Punk kids,
I
colon,
hate them.
I hate them. A Chris Brown biography.
No cap.
It's lit.
No, so there's something else I know Hugo Weaving from.
What's that? Oh, so he was in. Oh, so his top known for is V for Vendetta and the 3 Lord of the Rings films. I'm just gonna go back to like the early 2000s. We have Lord of the Rings. He was in Little Fish. He was Noah the Elder in Happy Feet.
Okay.
He was the voice of Megatron in Transformers.
Okay.
Trying to think of other things that he's been in.
Swank.
Oh, Red Skull in Captain America.
That's right.
No, is that too? But there's something else not ringing the bell.
He's
yet.
in Cloud Atlas.
I'm going to spin the wheel.
Not
Strangerland.
Not Matrix. What do other people in chat think of when they think of Hugo Weaving?
I think of Lord of the Rings and the Matrix. What do we get?
Ooh, Swanky, what is Jeremy explaining today? It's Jeremy Explains Science.
Oh, there was something I wanted to explain. For real.
We don't care what you
the
want.
law of thermodynamics.
No, this is what Swanky wants.
No, he wants the law of thermodynamics.
Swanky, what do you want Jeremy to explain?
Yeah, Cam says he thinks Lord of the Rings and the Matrix is
I
more
have
for
to
Hugo
look
Weaving.
this up.
I can't think of anything else that you would have seen. Here, Jeremy, I'm just going to send you his IMDb, and you can look at it at your own time and figure it out. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's going to drive Jeremy nuts. Okay.
All right, so Swanky's trying to think of something good. All right, so let's just go number 9 in the most powerful Lord of the Rings swords.
Thranduil's sword? From The Hobbit.
His unnamed sword is similar to the previous one. It's also non-canon. Why are they starting with back to the back uncanon? Okay.
Because unless you reference the books,
It was added for the Hobbit trilogy. His sword shares a similar design to Hatafang and was presumably light enough to be wielded in one hand. It's a shame that it wasn't named, since Thranduil, the elven king of the Woodlands realm, was quite efficient with it.
Legolas's dad.
Okay, he can be seen wielding 2 of these when he says, like his son Legolas, he was proven that he's just too godly for a film adaptation, even with these swords. Okay, so whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more of a, this guy is awesome with swords than this is the legendary sword.
I would put Hatafang above Thranduil's sword. In my mind. I know they're both non-canon, but whatever. Hergrim?
This is a canon sword.
Okay.
Let's see. It might have been what? It might have been seen it already. Wow, this is written poorly. Okay.
Is it Sid?
Yeah, I just picked another article by him. Its unique design is quite hard to miss in the 2 towers. Its current wielder in that time is Theoden. However, it's a lot older than him, having existed for 500 years to the crown ruler of King of Rohan.
Here's the thing. I would say any elven sword is probably more powerful than any man-made sword.
What about dwarven sword?
Dwarven swords,
by definition, are not man-made.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I put man-made swords basically
at the bottom.
And then it's a mix of elven and dwarven swords at that point.
What about if Gandalf made a sword?
He's not human.
He's like a celestial, right?
More or less. He's a...
I wasn't saying as a human maker, but like would a Gandalf sword be like A++
he's basically a minor god.
What if he made it out of Balrog butt?
Why not like a horn or something that you could actually make a sword out of? It's like, oh, look how tight his glutes are. I'm making a sword out of his butt.
You could flank your enemies.
You could what?
Flank them.
Well, your flank's not part of your butt. Your flank's like this.
Well, Belrog's
You could rump roast your enemies.
You could roast your enemies rumpily.
Do you know who Rashiki is?
Yeah,
Rafiki?
Rashiki.
Oh, I was going to say Rafiki too, the guy who drew the coconut.
He was
on.
a Samoan WWE wrestler, and so like he wore like basically like a big man diaper, not an actual diaper, but like he wore like the Speedo style briefs, with a big belt. And his finishing move was the stink face, where he would like give himself a wedgie and then shove his butt on your face.
Yes.
So that's what I think of when you're talking about making a sword out of a butt. You're just like whacking people in the face with like a butt crack.
Ew. Okay.
Yeah, Dave already beat Saints Row. He's just got to get the collectibles and challenges.
That was fast.
He should have been playing Plate Up.
What's Saints Row?
Yeah, GTA
It's like a GTA, but fun.
Gotcha. All right.
I should say it's like GTA, but ridiculous. GTA is fun. It's like GTA, but ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I think it started off as like a GTA clone, but then like they got progressively like more and more weird and out there.
They are out there.
Isn't there like a dubstep gun or something?
Yeah, probably.
A dubstep gun?
Yep.
Oh, Swanky wants to explain particle physics.
Oh.
You have 2 minutes on the clock, Jeremy.
Particle physics. Why couldn't we do the law of thermodynamics?
Jeremy, you have watched all of Big Bang Theory.
Particle physics, go.
Okay. Is this where string theory comes into play?
You remember, you decide. What you say is now canon for science.
So here's what I know about particle physics.
Just make it
up. No.
Okay.
It's about small things and how they're the makeup of the building blocks of the world. Mm-hmm. And we've been trying to figure out if we can understand particle physics, then we can understand how to make things. So the Hadron Collider uses small particles, and if they accelerate them at any speed, this makes it even more ridiculous. I am being serious, and this is factual. The Hadron Collider can shoot particles around.
Is this the medium Hadron Collider, the small Hadron Collider?
This is the only Hadron Collider.
The large Hadron Collider. Okay.
This is the way they fired it up, caused 2020. I'm just kidding. So
I've heard that theory.
If you send, I don't know how they do it, but they send stuff around the collider.
Imagine like the Hot Wheels tracks with the accelerators.
Yes.
It's like that for particles.
But so then they don't.
It really is.
They just keep accelerating and this because it's such a big enough curve that it can keep accelerating without hitting an edge, basically.
Exactly.
Unlike Kara playing Hot Wheels Unleashed.
Oh.
Anyway, so then by doing so, they can change the property. So they can theoretically create gold. They could create lead. They could create anything on the periodic table of elements by accelerating it. Anyway, string theory is one theory that they came up with to describe or to how they, this is ridiculous, how these particles fit together. And that is about the most accurate thing that I can come up with.
Mm-hmm.
You look like you're looking to the side for like confirmation. Like, is that right?
Is that right, Kara?
No.
You're so full of poop, your eyes are turning brown.
My eyes are brown, son.
Then that's because you're always full of poop.
Well, you are too, because your eyes are brown too, son.
My dad used to say I was so full of it, my last name is Brown.
Yes. Just spitting truths here for everybody.
Cam said, did you know there's actually a guy who was working on the particle collider and fired it and launched a photon through his face?
What?
What happened?
Probably nothing.
I would imagine not much, because a photon is just like the particle that is light. Essentially, like photons hit you in the eyes billions of times a second.
He wrote something.
No, that's a clip. Did he?
No. He said he survived and had no obvious damage at first, but over years of time, the cells of his face broke down and essentially dissolved.
See, that would make sense to me because it disrupts like your DNA. That's like how cancer works when you get hit by like gamma and alpha particles and whatever.
Right.
It just disrupts the stuff, and you're like, "Woo, that was an intense flashlight." And then later, it looks like you like had a face surgically removed.
Kara got one. The effects of proton blasts are right now. No, Kara.
We'll just leave it right there. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going back to swords.
Get out of here.
We're going back
Look at you.
We're going back to
You
swords.
look like Gollum.
So far, you disagree with the list.
Yes.
Okay. Why are you ducking down so far?
She's hiding from the filter. It's gone, Carrie. You're fine. I thought it was gone.
Why are you texting so much, Kara?
She's trying to interact with chat. Just embrace it. Just gollum it up. Just call it your precious.
All right. Hopefully we're getting to a sword that Kara knows what it is.
Girthing. I know that sword.
All right, tell me about it.
Girthing 2?
What? I don't know where those came from.
I'm trying to think of whose sword it is. I know it's not Gandalf's. I know it's not Aragorn's. I know it's not Bilbo's.
I'm highlighting the name because I have no chance of ever pronouncing it.
Eowyn or Girth? Oh, is it an orc sword? Wait, Turin? Oh. Huh.
It's only mentioned
Is it
in
in
the
the book?
Silmarillion. It belonged to Turin Turambar, a human of Middle Earth who became a tragic hero after discovering he was more of a... I don't know those references, so...
The Silmarillion. I haven't read the Silmarillion in years.
All right. So far, how's this list holding up for you? About as good as that Star Wars list?
Yeah.
You really
Hey,
kind of look.
this is one that I know.
Oh, the Morgul blade. Yeah. No, definitely.
So
that's
I love the list of strongest swords and the first line of the description of this.
I mean, it's a knife.
Not exactly a sword.
It's a knife.
More of a long dagger.
Yeah. It's not a sword.
This guy has no credibility.
Nope.
It's
Sid,
unbelievable.
you suck.
All right. Oh, wow. Back-to-back swords that I know. Impressive.
Oh, Narsil. The shards of Narsil.
So I think that's
Yes,
probably the
man,
most
mid.
well-known sword besides like Sting, I would say.
So here's the dealio, though.
That's
All right, explain.
If Anduril is on this list, which I'm assuming it is, and if it's not, this list is hot trash. It should be Narsil / Anduril because they are. Anduril is just Narsil reforged. Sting. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's one of the strongest. Yes, can it detect orcs nearby? Yes.
Yeah, but so can a hobbit by how they smell. I'm saying orcs are stinky.
Yeah.
So you'd probably
An
smell
elf
them
would
coming.
probably smell them before a hobbit, whatever.
Apparently it's orcs or goblins.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's
Literally just a normal short sword that
Yeah.
glows when there's orcs or goblins.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I would probably put that lower on the list.
Mm-hmm.
But what, doesn't it poke Shelob in the eye?
but does it make it powerful? Orcrist,
Yeah, it's not like it has eye-seeking technology.
right? Orcrist, is that Thorin's or is that Gandalf's?
Thorin.
Thorin's, okay.
What's his last name?
Oakenshield?
Thought I could stump it.
Professor Oakenshield.
Yeah, right. He gives you your first.
It gives you your
Pokemon.
first sword Pokemon, Professor Oakenshield.
So I'm going to guess Glamdring is probably next, which would be Gandalf's sword. And orcs actually fear it. So yes. I mean, an Orcrist was found next to Glamdring. So
You gotta remember,
Sure.
Sid wrote this article.
boom! I was right.
So was Sid, apparently.
I haven't seen the list. And Andrew. Okay.
So, how do you feel about this list? Accurate, inaccurate?
So Anduril, I would say yes. It's probably the most powerful sword because Aragorn was able to command the army of the dead because he wielded Anduril.
Which is just reforged Narsil.
Narsil. Yep.
So I feel like that just puts Narsil. Why did they change the name?
It was reforged and given to a new king. I don't know. So I think now if I could be wrong, but I think Narsil was forged by dwarves. And then Anduril was reforged by elves.
So it's got like the double whammy of good smithies.
I think, don't quote me, I think that's how it is. I know somebody will tell me if that's wrong. But that's
First
what
of
I'm
all,
pretty
Glenn
sure.
wants to know if that power to command the undead army is a one and done deal or if he just gets that at will.
So one of
Oh no, it releases them, doesn't it? Aren't they bound to him until they
yep,
serve him?
because one of Aragorn's ancestors had asked this army to come to their aid, and they never did. And so that king cursed them to forever be in their debt until they do fulfill that debt.
Okay.
And so then
That's what.
yeah.
What if?
Gwen wanted to know if he could just call up a bunch of ghosty boys for a pizza party on a Saturday night.
Right.
I was
Like,
gonna
we need
say,
this to get sliced, and I'm all out of Anduril.
I would like Chris. What if JR from your work
Yeah.
calls you up for a shoot and you don't do it, so he curses you. And when you die, you have to roam the afterlife until you fulfill a shoot for him.
That would suck.
That would be the absolute worst. Talk about a fate worse than death.
Oh my goodness.
But you know what's awesome? So like in their lifetimes, doing whatever army assault they were supposed to do would have been dramatically more risky than just being a ghost and just absolutely ruining everyone around you. Right? Like if you had to go and fight a battle, I'd rather fight a battle as a disembodied spirit.
Right?
As opposed to just me. You know, it's like, sure, maybe there's a few centuries of unrest, but I know that I'm going to go out there and kick some butt. And then I get to go watch the elves sail off into the Far East or whatever.
Yep.
What's the land that they go to? On the boat?
Why am I blanking?
Karen knows way too much about Lord of the
The
Rings.
Great Havens.
What's that?
The Great Havens.
Okay. Did you know that the Atlantic side of the Panama Canal is west of the Pacific side of the Panama Canal?
So say that again.
The Atlantic side of the Panama Canal is west of the Pacific side of the Panama
Oh, I
Canal.
guess if it goes like this, right?
Yeah, because it's almost like north-south, but the Atlantic side is like sitting ever so slightly west of the Pacific side.
Interesting.
I guess it'd be backwards for you, but that like blew my
Interesting.
mind. I was looking at it because like when I think of the Panama Canal, I just think of like Panama, canal, right?
Yeah.
I don't think like Panama's basically flat, and the Atlantic Ocean's kind of like sitting on top of it, and it enters here and exits here.
Weird.
Yep.
Weird.
Blew my mind.
I will give somebody 100 Shroot bucks. They can tell me the name of the ship that got stuck in the Panama Canal.
Was it the Panama Canal or
that-
was it the
that was
Suez
the
Canal?
It was the Suez. As soon as I said it, I realized.
It's green something. Evergreen.
Yeah, it was Evergreen, wasn't it?
Yep.
And it was the Suez Canal.
Do you have 100 shoot bucks?
Shroot bucks, please.
Yep. So
What's the most eastern part of the U.S.? North, southwest, east. Are you talking continental, territorial, official U.S. state, or property?
for what?
USS Minnow. Just sit
Jeez.
right there and I'll tell a tale of a faithful trip.
I should watch that show again. I
Gilligan's
enjoy
Island.
It. Yeah.
I've got like 2 episodes in me at any given time, and then I was like, that's enough Gilligan's Island.
What do you watch it on?
What? Just if it's on, if I see it. If like it's usually one of those things where it's like 9-hour block of it.
Oh,
And it's like, okay, that's enough Gilligan's Island.
yeah. Okay.
So yeah, do we want to look at any other things that Sid has done? He's got the 15 most hated Jedi.
No.
I'm curious what he thinks are the most hated Jedi.
We'll just go through it real quick. I'm not going to do like the whole list thing. So number 15, Pong Krell.
Oh, I hate him. He can go and take a flying leap.
Number 14, Kiadi Mundi.
Why?
Nothing wrong with Forehead Man.
13, Luminara Unduli.
She's fine.
Yeah, nah, she's good.
Sifo Dyas.
Now that guy's fine. That,
Ace
like,
Windu.
why would pay what?
Bastilla Shan.
Bastila. She's from
Bastilla. KOTOR.
KOTOR.
Coleman
She's-
Trebor.
She is. These are most hated.
Most hated Jedi.
Who was that one?
Coleman Trebor.
Is he a shark head guy? Yeah. Why would they hate Bastila?
Aegon Kolar.
Doesn't he own
that?
a car dealership in Superior?
Yeah. Aegon Kolar Toyota. He looks like bad makeup Worf getting stabbed by Palpatine.
Seriously?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, so guys, I do, at some point, we need to open a car dealership and have it called Egan Kohler Toyota.
Star Killer.
What? Leave
Why?
my boy alone.
Ahsoka Tano.
Wait, are you serious?
Yep. Ray. Shakti. Qui-Gon Jinn, old Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker. That's the top 5. I'm disrespecting this man more and more every list we open up.
If that was the 15 most coolest Jedi, sure.
Now those are the 15 most. I don't know what the context is. I'm just going to go to the opening paragraph.
He didn't put Obi-Wan on that list, correct?
Anger leads to hate, which is not the way of the Jedi. However, there are simply some Jedi in Star Wars that fans hated from the get-go. Some make the Sith more appealing by comparison thanks to poor character development, bad acting, or their arrogance as Jedi Masters. So this is fans that hate these Jedi. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely
Sid
ridiculous.
apparently hates. Sid must be one of those people that are like, I belong to the dark side of the Force.
Wow, what if Sid was watching this and you really hurt his feelings?
Good. He hurt my feelings by putting Ahsoka on that list.
Okay, so it looks like Cam is saying Alaska is the most Western, but there's a point in Maine that is considered the most Eastern. Wouldn't Hawaii be the most Western?
Could be Alaska still. I don't know. It would be Hawaii.
But did you know that Maine is the closest state to Africa?
Really?
Yep. Because of the weight of the curvature of the earth or whatever, like there's the western part of Africa and like the southeastern point of Maine are that's the closest between Africa and the United States.
Really? Weird.
Gwen says, suck butts, Sid.
Yep.
Okay, so Swanky says territorial clue. The most eastern part of the U.S. is the same states. The most eastern part of the U.S. is the same state as the most western part. Oh, so it's got to be something north of Alaska that like crosses over or something maybe, or the most western point. Wait, hold on. No, but the most western point would be Hawaii. So is it going to be like the Falkland? No, Falklands are in the Atlantic, aren't they? I don't know a lot about the territories of the U.S. Like, geography was never my thing.
Definitely not my strong suit.
Alaska crosses the 180 longitude line, putting it in the east.
That's hilarious. So it's the
Alaska
furthest
is the
west and the
easternmost
furthest
state.
east.
So I wonder, now we got to go to Google Maps. I hate this.
So you mean to tell me, because I thought the prime meridian 0 was going through England.
No, because you're thinking that's the prime meridian. The international date line is like out here somewhere.
Okay, where's Hawaii?
Hawaii's
Right there.
here.
So Alaska is.
Oh yeah, Alaska is more.
Look at the
this
tail there.
is all the Aleutian Islands.
Jeez.
I wish this had things to show me.
Where's the 180 line?
It does not show. What? St. Paul? That's not Minnesota at all.
We've been lied.
We've been lied.
Can people see this, or is this just us?
No, that's just for us. You guys can pull up your own horrible globe of the earth. We're not doing everything for you. Get a real job.
That's crazy. That Alaska, wow. All right.
But yeah, so like so actually like so this sort of
Could you imagine being
this illustrates the Maine to Africa. Maine is the closest point to Africa.
Crazy.
So
Would you look at that?
Could you imagine being in Alaska and you fly east to go to Hawaii then?
yeah, you'd be like,
Southeast heading. Yeah.
which way is the Earth rotates this way, right?
Yes.
So you could almost fly like, you'd have to like shoot like this for it to like rotate under you.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So here's the international date line. Yeah, because it's got this weird thing right here. Because like, there's something about some island out here that wants to be.
Yeah, the Bermuda.
Oh, Bermuda's over
No,
here.
I know the triangle. I know where it is.
So there's an island that was like, oh, we want to be in the east.
Yeah, there's something there was something about like they wanted to be like the first people in like the new year or something. It's some big deal.
This tiny little island, and so
I can't remember what it is. Somebody in chat probably knows.
Good grief.
Did you ever
There's
watch
American Samoa.
Did you ever watch Tom Scott's video on time zones?
Yeah, man, I love Tom Scott. That dude's he was in Illinois.
What?
Like 2 weeks ago. He was doing a thing about they have an electrified what's it called? Like they have an electrified canal that's the Asian carp infestation is and like the Great Lakes. So it's electrified. If a fish hits it, it stuns them and then they get shoved back down river.
Huh.
So like to keep the Asian carp from getting into the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So and somehow like there's something that they use like a current gradient. So like the smaller the fish, like the less effective it is. So there's some fish that have a chance of getting through, but there's like multiple sections of it, so it's very unlikely. But it doesn't affect like birds at all. But because like for some like because of the way that they contact it, but if you're like a person who fell in, it has a greater than 50% chance of immediately putting you into cardiac arrest and killing you.
Dang.
So it's like they have all these crazy rules about like you can't be outside. Like if you're like boating through there or whatever, like you have to be inside of like a cabin of some type. Like you can't just be outside. You can't jet ski through there, do anything else. It's wild.
Crazy.
It is wild. It's whereas it's like somewhere.
I like how they say it's bird proof, but screw humans.
It's somewhere in here.
Crazy.
But it's like, man, like I wish I'd have known. I'd like been like, hey, let's hang out. Brad wants to know how you can electrocute gophers. Well, here's what you do. You just get 3 inches of standing water in your backyard and drop a car battery in it.
Is that from a show?
What?
I said golfers, not golfers.
Yeah, it's from Caddyshack.
The battery joke?
No, not the battery joke, but the gophers, or gophers,
Well,
not golfers.
I know, that's why I quoted it.
I thought you were asking if that was from the battery thing.
I was asking for your battery thing.
No, that was me just inventing a way of doing it.
All right. I want to tell a story. And then we should play a
All
couple.
right, everybody pull out your nightcaps and lay down. It's Jeremy's
It's
story
not-
time.
Fine. Forget. I won't tell
I'm
the
just kidding.
story.
Tell the
It's
story.
a story of the mysterious VHS tape.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
All right.
All right, yeah, no, go for it.
So, being in the military,
Boring. Just kidding.
in the past,
Oh, this is a time travel story? I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm
no,
done.
look at the screen.
Oh. All right. Well, Jeremy, we'll see you in a minute.
Who put him on timeout? Jim?
What? No? Dave did it.
Dave?
And then Kara redeemed this. Sorry, Kara. You got yourself. You're not allowed to hide behind your mic.
I
You
will
did
do
this to yourself.
whatever I want to do.
You did this to yourself. I wish it would get Han Solo. I'm surprised that it doesn't.
That would be really funny. Okay, now it's going to be awkward and I'm going to have 0 things to say. I don't know what to talk about. Chris,
So what do you think the most powerful sword in the most powerful non-listed sword in the Lord of the Rings is? If you're listening to this, just stop and go to youtube.com/trythisthepodcast. Look for episode 173 and jump to the where's my recording timer? Jump into whatever part this is, and you that is ridiculous.
bring him back because there's going to be another filter.
It's off.
There's going to be another one. I want to see
Oh,
what
the smiley filter.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford is never gonna ever participate in anything we request for him to do. That is unbelievable. Oh my god. Oh, this is the best timeout Jeremy's ever been a part of. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Yeah, nice placement, Jeremy.
Okay. Yep. All right. What were you asking before that?
What do you think the most powerful non-listed sword is in Lord of the Rings?
Honestly, they listed like all of them.
Okay. So they didn't miss anything. They were just like, I can't believe this wasn't on the list. Because they listed 2 non-canon weapons and a dagger.
Right. Well, and I think that's why, like, unless you do go deep into, like, the Silmarillion and the Book of Lost Tales, Children of Hurry, stuff like that, you don't really...
Is Gimli's axe named?
I don't know. Honestly, they never...
I thought all of the hobbits had some sort of sword that had a name.
They have swords, they're not named. They're just... They, like,
So Frodo's the only one that has like a special one.
yeah, because Bilbo got that on his travels with the dwarves. He got that then and then gave it to Frodo. That's
What are you eating?
peanuts.
They're Gwen's nuts.
Why are you eating D's nuts?
Oh my gosh.
All right.
You better clean those up.
I will. I'll clean them up.
I've heard that story before.
Garrett, you put it on my dome. All right.
Glenn wants to know if Harrison Ford is getting a cameo credit on IMDb for his appearance on the show.
They probably will.
All right, tell us your VHS story, and it has to be at least as entertaining as what just happened.
I'll do my best. Okay. So in the past, I was cleaning up our old shop. This is a long time ago. This is probably like 2005-ish. There was a VHS underneath the radio. So there was this little wooden box that the radio sat on. There was
So is this like a listen to music radio or like a ham radio?
No. It's a typical boombox stereo. Two
Okay.
speakers, CD player on top, tape deck in the bottom.
I think, yeah, just to complete the mental, because I didn't know if it was something where it's like something that people are every day actively using, or if it's something that just sort of sits there.
Yep.
Got it.
So, anyways, underneath there, now we know one of my former coworkers was an absolute perv. Okay,
Well, did you say perv?
perv,
Okay, go
pervert. Right? I can't
Get out of here, you nosy little pervert, before I knock you.
Anyways, so there was a little slot and it sat on a wooden box, and so I reached in there, and the wooden slot there was a tape, and it was like a Girls Gone Wild VHS, right? So I was like, I put it back. I'm like, I'm not getting busted with that.
You put it back.
What? They're not gonna get
Call your
busted.
CEO and be like, hey, there's this horrible smut that you should take home and enjoy for yourself.
So the other day, Brooke is cleaning,
Of course.
and she finds an unlabeled tape. And this is a full 2 hour, you can tell from the white disc, right? If it's small with a lot of magnet,
Yeah.
it's got a long runtime.
Okay, you're familiar with the risky click off of Reddit, right?
Oh,
this is like the risky click of the 1990s.
Yes, it was. I'm talking, this was Wednesday or whatever day I was at work last. This is the story is from.
What are you watching while you're at work, Jared?
Just So she finds this tape. Then she finds another one. Okay. So she finds
my
two.
gosh.
One is clearly labeled. All right. And this is even getting better and better. This is a tangent to a tangent. So one's a news story from when we deployed in like 2001. Okay. From WDIO. It was like the nightly copy news. Okay. And there was a show that was on after the news, and it was like News 500. Have you ever heard of this, Chris?
News 500?
It was like station 595 or 500 or whatever. And it was like what YouTube became. I'm serious.
Interesting.
So this guy was on there doing the news. So there was this one gas station, and they did an article on him. Anyway, so the news story. So I'm like, I need, sorry. There's a news copy and an unnamed blank tape. Type in chat what you think was on the blank tape, because I can't believe when I put it in. I'm serious.
So this isn't the same Girls Gone Wild cassette?
I can't vouch to the blank one, but I can when I get to that point.
I'm going to say it was furniture ads.
Hey, that's funny.
That is funny. How many copies that we have? Like 11
Yes.
What?
of that VHS
Furniture?
Christmas rotator or whatever.
Okay, so pause. Sorry, pause. So VHS, we had a player in the shop. We have a
course you
VHS
do.
player.
Is that on the monthly inspection list?
So it's a part of equipment, so it's like considered valuable. So anyway, so I grab it, and it has the old VGA with white, yellow, and red. So two audio,
That's
RCA.
yeah, that's RCA video.
And then it had the red, green, and blue one
That's
on
component video.
it too. Well, we just put up brand new TVs. Like we just got 4 new TVs. So I replaced all the TVs. Nothing has RCA on it anymore. Are you kidding me?
Nope.
The TV in Brett's office still has RCA. Yes, and
That's
it's a flat
hilarious.
screen.
Interesting.
So I plug it into Brett's office, and I put
This is your boss.
This is my boss.
Is he approve this?
He was left because this was after 3:30, so he was gone for the day.
Okay.
So I put it in there, and we watched this news story, and it was a local news from WDIO, and then it went to this Channel 500. So this is a tangent to the tangent. But on the Channel 500, there was a dog, and there was this gas station, and this dog would take your money. It was actually, that's what I'm saying. It used to be like what YouTube became. or whatever.
This sounds like a TikTok video.
I'm serious. So you'd like pull up to this gas station, you get gas, dog comes out, gets the money.
Oh my gosh.
He brings it in, owner exchange. Anyway, so the reason why the news was there is because the dog passed away. And so the owner's training in a
Probably from mouthing up thousands and thousands of dollars.
Oh, he's probably got high on all the cocaine on the bills. I'm really trying to think of like what other stories were on there because it was extremely fascinating. It was like a time capsule. I got to see all the old WDIO ads and everything, and it was like tonight at 9, the 148th is deploying because the twin tower. Anyways, super.
Cam edited the Wikipedia page for Harrison Ford.
No way.
No.
Hold on. I gotta save image. Give me 1 second. This is hilarious. This is just hit me 1 second here. Stream assets.
That's all right.
I need to see this. Post it in Discord. Is it in Discord?
It is in Discord. I'm gonna put it up on the stream.
Okay.
This is hilarious. All right, so new image.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get some more views.
Browse. This I can't believe it. That is hilarious. This is why I love the United States. Where is it? Where did it go? Freaking.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Where did that save to, Cotton Eye Joe? Oh, what? Save image. Is this gonna be mad at me if I tried to save it as like a .jpg?
Is it trying to do WebP?
It's not doing anything. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a snipper tool, or do I have like a download option? No. I'm just gonna do a snipper tool and then save the snip.
What is it?
It's just an image in Discord. Save as.
Cam edited the Wikipedia, Harrison Ford Wikipedia.
Stream
page.
assets.
Yeah, but did he put like he made an appearance on Rise of the Podcast?
I'm guessing. Is that what happened?
Okay, so is that gonna be in there? Where the heck is that? Save as.
Brad put up technical difficulties.
0.00000 times a million. All right, there it is. Open.
What does that say?
It says his likeness can be frequently seen on the set of Rise of the Podcast on Twitch.
That is hilarious.
I love it.
I love the picture of you. He obviously has the stream up on his phone and
Yeah.
he's watching.
Yeah.
But that's just funny to me. That is incredible.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful.
Dude, he made almost like a Twin Towers joke. I missed what? Brad wants to know if someone almost made a Twin Towers.
Yeah, it was me telling we had just, it's 2001, that news article was like,
okay.
So the two
is
towers.
deploying in support of, the plane hitting the two towers
Yeah.
and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so then I literally put the news tape in first. So everyone's gathered around. I grabbed
Hello there, Tiffany.
the blank
Hey,
tape.
Tiff.
I put in the VHS, and I was actually really shocked at what was on there.
Are you going to keep us waiting?
Right, that's clickbait right there, Jeremy.
All right.
Number 3 will surprise you. You know what's funny? I made that joke to somebody. I can't remember exactly what the context was, but I was like, yeah, I just sent over a list of whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, number 7 will shock you. And they're like, what, really? And then they started looking at the thing. It's like, no, you don't. I was like, this is somebody who just must obviously fall for clickbait constantly.
Yeah. Yep.
Because that's like the trope.
So,
Yeah.
So Brooke found this tape while cleaning. I want to know what the heck the backstory is to this tape. Unlabeled, nothing, right? Ready? Mm-hmm. It was Robin Williams stand-up.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Was it the one that has the golf bit in it? Was it live on Broadway?
It was one where he had about 50 water bottles next to him.
Okay. I must now look.
Did you watch it all?
Well, no, I didn't sit and watch in Brett's office Robin Williams stand-up.
Why not?
It was on VHS. I'm not watching that. It's horrible. Looked like poop. It was on a flat screen TV. I just want to know why it was. Yeah, it was just on an unmarked tape in our office.
One of your predecessors really
This
liked.
one?
Yes.
Did it look like that?
Yes.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, why does he have like 50 water bottles?
That's a good question.
Who knows?
Display capture. Yeah, look at all those water bottles.
And he was like, he would tell a joke and then like chug a whole bottle of water. And
Maybe
then go
that's
on.
what he does when he's
Probably bet
nervous.
somebody like 50 kilos of cocaine that he could drink a gallon of water a minute or something.
Right?
It was insane. But anyways,
Robin Williams.
yeah, it was,
Brad said to get the cocaine out of his.
Oh.
I love Robin Williams, but like well-known cocaine user.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to do a game of
Monstrosity.
monstrosity?
yes.
Let's do it.
I just had so much fun and you describe them so well, Chris.
I mean, the pressure is on now because I had a decent performance last time.
What?
Yep.
Did you get stuff on? Jeremy.
Ow!
Why are you abusing
Why is
each
she
other?
rubbing me with the eraser?
Why are you guys abusing each other?
Ow! What?
So why are you guys abusing each other?
Because we can.
Fair.
Do you got a
fair.
problem with that, Christopher
Yes.
Jenkins?
I don't know if this is set up appropriately, but
Oh, I thought you were trying to put up a screen between us to.
all right. So for those of you who did not see this last time, and for those of you who are listening, again, this is not for you. You just
be
come over to
watching.
Twitch on Saturday nights at 7 p.m.
Yep.
Twitch.tv/Rise the podcast, or watch on YouTube. The way that this works is there is a card. Looks like this. This is the back of the card. The front of the card has a monster on it. I have 20 seconds to look at this monster card. You guys will be able to see it the whole time. I have it set up so that Jeremy Kerr can't see it, and I also can't see it. After 20 seconds, I get 2 minutes to describe the monster that I saw. And Jeremy and Kara have to draw the most accurate representation of that character or of that monster possible. So I try to not take artistic skill into account. I just try to make sure that the details that I described are there. Jeremy did not win on stream,
I didn't, but I did.
but
in
he did
practice.
win one in one of the warm-up rounds. So it is possible for him to win. It's just one of those things that would be very difficult. All right, so I have my 20-second timer. I'm going to place the card and then line it up and then give myself my 20-second timer. All right, so this is in a really weird spot. Am I going to be able to adjust this thing? How did this thing get all messed up?
Who knows? Oh, I'm going to flip my phone so I can't see anything.
Oh, if you would have been cheating on the stream, I would have been mad.
Okay, so I'm not looking yet and starting my timer now. This thing is just never going to focus, apparently. All right. Oh my gosh.
Cheese.
Oh
Cheese
my
and
gosh.
crackers.
Okay, setting a 2-minute timer and go. Okay. It is a hot dog. It's a natural casing hot dog. It has the little ends on the top and the bottom. It's on a bun that has sesame seeds on it, so it's standing up. It's a vertical hot dog. It is standing. It has arms and legs, but I'll get to that in a minute. Natural casing hot dog, standing up. It is facing to your right. It's like it's sort of like a 3/4 view. It has arms and legs. Don't draw the hands or feet yet, but it has arms and legs. Natural casing hot dog. It's on a bun that has sesame seeds on it. It's a sesame seed hot dog bun. On the front of the hot dog are 4 eyes stacked vertically, going from about where you think a face would be to a little bit below the halfway point of the hot dog. Maybe the 3/4 way point of the hot dog. They're just eyeballs. There's no lids. They're just big round eyeballs, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them vertically going down the front of the hot dog, facing your right. The hands are lobster claws.
Where are they coming out of?
The wrists. It's just got arms. I can't remember what they're doing. They're probably doing something like this. It's kind of like this, I would say, if I remember correctly. I can't describe it if you just look at me.
I did. I looked at you.
Kind of like this.
Like Zoidberg.
And then his feet are in mouse slippers. Imagine like a big fluffy slipper that has like a mouse face on the front of it, like big gray mouse slipper. So it's a natural casing hot dog with 4 open eyeballs going down vertically on a sesame seed bun. His arms are kind of like in pinch mode with lobster claws, and his feet are inside of mouse plush slippers.
I think I'm actually going to win this one.
He's facing to our right.
Give me something else.
I can't think of anything else. The eye. Okay, so the eyes, the pupil of the eye. Okay, that's
all right.
Okay. You guys ready to see it?
Yep.
All right. Whoops. Actually, sorry.
Come on. It's like verbatim for Kara's.
So show me your drawings.
She's got to be cheating.
Okay. So this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to turn this on. So the first thing they want to see, so natural casing hot dog, both of you got that. 4 eyeballs. So Kara's eyeballs are more equally proportioned to where they go vertically. The freaking focus on this thing. Jeremy, okay, so the difference is Kara's eyeballs are more accurate. Jeremy's sesame seeds are more accurate. This is tough. I think Jeremy's arms better represent the arm placement, but Kara's slippers are just better done. This is so hard. I think,
I could take this one. I am accurate.
this is so tough. I'm going to give it to Kara because the eyes are just that much better.
But you can't see any of Kara's right bun. Count
Yeah, you
her,
can. It's
count
right
her
here.
buns. Let me see your buns.
Yeah, no, that's there. It's there.
He said it's at 3/4 view, Jeremy. Yours is like straight on, man.
He's looking to the right though.
But his butt
Honestly, this is the hardest one. Like, both of you did incredibly well. The tiebreaker is basically the art. I say, so, like,
Why'd you have to be so accurate, Kara? Did he have hairy arms?
No.
no. Like, I wish the focus on this thing would actually. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Let me go.
What's chat saying?
Properties, configure video, camera control. I can actually manually adjust the focus here.
Thanks, Swanky. Swanky said mine's better.
We can't go off of talent.
What? Isn't that what it's all about?
Well, do you want it to be a tie then, or
No, it's
It can
fine.
be. It can be. Just make it a tie. Jeremy's.
Why can't I adjust the focus on this? Oh, because auto is checked. That's why. Duh.
Poor Jeremy.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry that. Okay, that's more in focus anyway.
Yeah, it is. That looks a lot better than it did before.
You did a really good job describing it for the record.
Yeah.
You nailed. I mean, that I feel like is the most accurate either of our drawings have been to the picture.
Yeah.
So I would say the orientation of the slippers on Jeremy's was more accurate
Thanks, Cam.
because Kara's are both kind of like pointing down, and Jeremy's are actually like
Ah.
feet.
What?
So-
Swanky said
Okay.
this isn't football.
So there's that one. I mean, football can technically end in a tie in the regular season. High school and college football.
Yeah, suck it, Swanky.
It did not. It didn't have hairy arms. Oh, it did have hairy arms. Oops.
See, I could see the hairy arms from here, but it wasn't described, so Kara missed it.
I missed it too, for what it's worth. All
Did you draw hairy
so,
arms?
And like, I feel like people are giving you guys props for drawing that. And describing these is pressure for me.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Looking at a card for 20 seconds and
Like,
then.
so yeah, you guys all get to see this for like 1,000 times longer than I get to see it. Like the people that
Yeah.
are watching, because it's up the whole time.
It could be fun one of these times for you to draw under the cam, like one of us describes,
Oh, that could be, yeah.
and you draw against.
All right,
of
you
us.
guys ready?
Yep.
And I'm obviously not looking at it yet. I'm getting the clock ready. Okay. Time for observation. Oh my God.
I like this game. I really do like it even.
Oh my God. Okay.
I got it. Draw with your left hand.
No.
It's only fair.
No, it's not.
I'm trying to concentrate.
Winning is not as important as
Oh God. This is not good.
No. No. You only if you draw with your left hand.
Fine.
No, we're not drawing with left hands.
Okay. Well, so from now on, quality won't even be the tiebreaker. I'll have to find something else.
All right.
Okay.
Jeremy's just being a butthole.
Okay, this one is going to be tough. I'm just going to just don't draw yet. I'm just going to give you a little bit so you can help sort of like suss this out. There is a little cartoony cannon that has sneakers that's facing to the left. It's kind of like this, right? Like it's facing up. For you guys, it'd be like facing up and to the left like this. It's got little cartoony sneakers. There's a vine kind of coming out of it, and then it goes into something that looks kind of like a piranha plant, but it's not. But it's kind of piranha planty. Where the eyes would be are kind of like bee hive, honeycomb kind of beehive things. Its mouth is open. On the cannon is a paw print, kind of by like where the fuse is. It has a very long fuse that kind of like S curves up and is sparking like it's lit. Oh, what else is there? There's a star on the forehead of the piranha plant thing, right? That's like the only identifiable mark. I don't know, otherwise it just kind of looks like a green plant. So there's a cannon with sneakers, and the cannon's like resting on the sneakers. Like, you know, like how they would draw cannons and they just have like the little wheels on the side. Imagine those wheels are sneakers. They're just like on the cannon. There's no legs, there's no knee, there's no foot. Just cannon facing to the left with sneakers on it, with a paw print on it, a long fuse that is lit. Out of that is kind of like snaking out a vine that connects to the head of a piranha plant that is also, it's facing down a little bit, but also to the left. So it's like kind of facing like this, right? And its mouth is open. It's got a star on its forehead where the eyes sort of you think would be are like two beehives. That's all that I can remember. Paw print on the side of the cannon. Cannon facing left, angled up at like 45 degrees. The two shoes attached to it. Paw print, long sort of S-curvy fuse that is lit. Vine coming out, going into like a piranha plant head that's facing down and to the left. Mouth is open. Star on its forehead. Okay, stop drawing. Jeremy, Kara, stop drawing.
I'm done.
Jeremy, stop drawing.
Well,
You get 2 minutes. Why is the focus all jacked on this again? Hold on.
I win.
Why?
Down and to the left.
That is to the left.
No, down.
He said it's facing down. It's facing down. It says the vine comes out of it, and the head's facing down.
Well, that's why I had mine, and I erased it because he said down and to the left. Oh, I win.
Why?
Your fuse is
okay, so let's see your images.
So funny. You don't have the honeycomb eyes, baby. Or the beehive eyes.
Okay, interesting.
Or the cartoony shoes.
Okay, so both of you guys have the fuse.
Mine's lit, so point for Gryffindor.
Okay. Kara's doesn't have the paw print on the cannon.
Jeremy doesn't have the honeycomb or the beehive eyes. Or the star on the forehead. Or the goofy sneakers.
He has the sneakers. They look like crap, but they're there.
Yeah, I have sneakers. Try to be sneaky.
Okay, so fuse lit, paw print, accurate face, stars. Oh.
And Jeremy's head is like hanging on the ground.
It's down and to the left. That was the way it was described.
Yeah.
It's not fair. Kara's looks identical to the stupid picture.
Yeah, so like the only thing is like
She didn't do the paw print,
like
she
the
didn't do the
nitpicking
Sparkies.
thing is the fact like the head is facing the same way the head is basically facing for Kara's. Yours is technically correct. Kara's is more accurate.
Give it to
So I'm
Kara.
gonna give it to Kara.
Give it to Kara.
Oh my goodness.
Chris is like, we're never playing this again. I'm playing with children.
But like, here's the thing: you're both doing pretty good. It's hard, like if it was easy to call it, it would make my life less hard.
Where are they always at? A library or laboratory?
Yeah, they're all standing across like in bookshelf areas.
No.
I don't know. They just had to come up with a background, I guess. Okay, let's do one more.
Okay.
If Jeremy wins, it's worth 3 points. If Kara wins, it's worth -1 point. I'm just kidding. Oh, I better move.
How about
this.
if Jeremy wins, it's 2 points? Then we'll tie.
Do you not want the charity, Jeremy?
I want the charity. I think Kara should have to draw with her left hand.
Why? You're
Take
drawing
away
with your
talent
dominant
out of
hand.
it.
Well, so the thing is, like all talent aside, like it was literally just the relative position of the head to the vine that was
Yeah.
the difference for me.
Which I had, and then I erased it.
And you didn't have the honeycomb, the beehive eyes either.
Yeah, but you didn't have the paw print, so
I know I
mean,
didn't.
Or the spark.
and I said the paw print on the side like 4 times. I try to say everything as many times as I can.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear you say the paw print.
But I got the Sparky too. Anyways, all right, let's do the next one.
All right. Yeah, Brad, pity points. Okay. I'm just going to get this lined up. Okay. Not looking at it anymore. Resetting my timer. There are those that would argue that I should take like 2 seconds off of this because I'm lining it up for the camera, but I will argue that this is hard enough as it is.
Yep.
All right. Timer starts now. What is this? What is this? There's too much going on here. Okay.
He was mugged at the local library by the following beast.
There's no way. 20 seconds. All right, timer starts now. Okay. It is a bean shape. The front of the bean. Okay, so imagine a bean, right? Like I have the 2 lobes of the bean and then it connects like this. Rock it this way. Sorry, it's backwards for you. Rock it this way. So like the head is here and the butt is here. That's the basic shape of the body of this thing. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. It has an elephant trunk. It's got Eeyore's tail. It's wearing little square reading glasses. I can't remember all the things. I think it has a saddle on its like back bean butt area. I can't think of anything else that it has. The feet are skis. It's got 2 spindly little legs. The feet are like old school wooden skis. So bean shape, it's facing left, right? So the back of the bean is to the right. It's got an elephant trunk. The trunk just kind of like hangs down, then curves up a little bit at the end. It's wearing little square like reading glasses. It has Eeyore's tail. I believe it has a saddle on its back. And it has 2 wooden skis for feet. You basically can't see the back one. The front one basically covers the back one. But like you can tell that it's there. But like the front ski mostly covers the back ski.
Does the saddle have stirrups?
No, I don't think it has stirrups.
Does it have arms?
I don't think it has arms. I don't remember arms. There's so much on this thing. Oh, I think the legs had some sort of pattern. Like, you know, like imagine like a bird leg. So like it's got like the spindly part. Then there's like the little haunchy bit. I'm going to give you guys a second just because I added that. I think there's kind of like a wavy pattern, kind of like a leggy bird, feathery leggy pattern thing. I'll give you guys like another 5 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 3
I'm committed.
Mississippi,
All right.
2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi. All right, let's see.
Kara, go ahead and show him.
Oh, crap. It did have arms. All right, go ahead and show what you
Kara,
got.
Kara, show him.
All right, Jeremy.
Oh, what's yours?
Well, this is going to be the easiest one to judge yet.
Oh my gosh.
You can't go wrong with the classic Lego bone.
Gosh.
All right, well, so I don't.
Oh, I had the bean flipped to the opposite direction.
At least yours is the correct shape.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, I forgot the umbrella off of his head.
Mine has skis for feet. It's got a saddle. And that thing did technically have stirrups. They're just like built into the
What? It's
saddle.
not a strap. That's the belt that's holding it on.
Oh, it's a belt?
The buckle, yeah.
I had square glasses.
I mean, the most basic, the thing that I took the longest time to describe, the shape of the thing, you did not get correct, Jeremy.
but the bone is a wild card that is never old.
I appreciate you going to that well. But I'm not going to give you points for it.
When was the last time the bone has made an appearance? He's an old guest.
Like 2 years, probably.
He's an old guest.
He is an old guest.
If I wasn't so, like, if I didn't take so long to describe the shape of the body.
I was running out of opportunities, unless we're going to do another one. I was running out of opportunities to bust out the bone.
I mean, we can do another one if you want to, but.
All right, let's do another one. We'll do
Yeah,
one.
Brad said I feel like Jeremy wants to lose. Yeah, like that, like. I would like if you
prior to that. The first one was based off artistic skill, which I'm never going to win. I tried to come up with a solution to make Kara draw with her left hand. That was immediately tossed aside.
That I cannot draw.
Well, here, did you guys already erase?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang
So
it.
like if I were to try to draw this.
All right, we got a wheel spin. Hold on.
All right. This would be.
You're probably gonna show out over Jeremy left-handed anyway.
So I'm just trying to copy.
Sorry, here. We do have a wheel spin redeem.
Here. Well, show what you got already.
I cannot draw with my left hand.
That's completely fine. I'd say
It's
that's
wavy, wiggly lines. It's like
I don't care. It just has to be the right shape.
I do. Fine. I will draw with my left hand to appease Jeremy.
Okay, spin the wheel, and then I want to do another one with Kara draws with her left hand.
My husband's a child.
I legitimately, Jeremy, had you drawn it the correct shape, I think you could have won that one.
I, for whatever reason, was confused by the bean shape. It was an elephant.
I mean, like I was trying to like I was trying to be like, you know, it's like the, you know how like a bean kind of folds over a little bit.
Yeah. See what? Let me see if I can. Let me just see if I can draw.
So how would you describe the body shape of this thing? It's like a bean.
It's like a bean shape, yeah. Like a black bean or a kidney bean or something like that.
It's not exact, but like I couldn't think of an animal. Otherwise, I would have been like draw a porg, and then whatever. You know, it's like
that is kind of what I consider a bean.
That's the shape I was looking for.
But
that's 90% there. I would have given credit for that description and you drawing that.
That's the basic shape I drew. It's just I flipped it.
That was a weird one. But anyway, all right. Kara, you can draw with your left hand.
I'm not going to penalize you for drawing what I tell you to draw. Right? And so it's like, if it's close enough in my mind, because like I'm trying to visualize in my mind what's easy for you to put down.
Right. Oh, what did the wheel spin come up as?
IMDb game.
Oh, IMDb game.
You guys are so busy talking. I didn't.
Let's draw while the person comes up with the IMDb.
It's Cam.
All right, so yeah, Cam, let's get the subject of the IMDb game. Oh
no, we should keep a running what total on this game? It's my kryptonite. You're dang right, it's my kryptonite. Why do we need to know my kryptonite? Brad, you want to do this game while climbing a rope? While running from my PT guest?
To Jeremy's credit, the last 5 of these until the bone that we did, we're like down to like one thing difference.
Let's do another one, and I'm gonna do a background scientific analysis on the results.
Cam chose Chris Pratt. By the way.
That's a fun one.
So we'll get to Chris Pratt in a minute. All right, so I got to move
And that'll be the
this.
last thing we do.
It would have been really funny if it was Matt Damon. We'll get to Matt Damon in a minute.
That's a Jimmy Kimmel thing.
That is a Jimmy Kimmel joke.
All right. I hope you guys can vouch for me trying as hard as I can to not look at this thing throughout the course of this.
Yeah, no, you're doing fine.
Because, like, if you're playing along at home, as soon as you see it, don't look at it until I start I'm starting the timer. Just to get an idea of how hard it is to actually see
throwing off my scientific analysis.
I'm drawing. No, I'm doing with my left hand now.
Draw.
All right. I'm starting the timer now. Okay.
You will sleep downstairs tonight if you do not draw with your left
You
hand.
gotta get up with Chip, who wakes up in the middle of the
Him
night.
and I will have a party.
Cool.
We'll be up all night.
And then you'll deal with him tomorrow.
Just put in your right hand. You were so anti-right.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Just draw with your right hand.
Why?
Because it.
Nothing but stress. Okay, whoops, sorry. The 2-minute timer starts now. Okay. So this is a very tall total subject here. The bottom is an apple.
An apple?
An apple with a bite out of its left side. A bite out of its left side. Regular's got a like toothy bite. The apple has 2 sort of oblong, like sort of tall eyes.
What side is the bite out of?
Left. It has 2 oblong, tall eyes, and it's looking straight up with like a sort of like open mouth, frowny, worried mouth. And it's kind of like, looking
The
straight
eyes
up.
come out of the apple?
The eyes are on the face of the apple. They don't extend out. They're not on stalks. They're just on the face of the apple, looking up. Mouth is like, looking straight up. out of, I want to say the back side sort of the apple, there's a snake that coils once, popping up. So it's like there's the apple here, right? Apple's here. Snake is coiling out like this. Jeremy, look at me real quick. The snake coils out like this. And then its mouth is open.
The snake's mouth?
Snake's mouth's open. It's got like the tongue hanging out.
Which way is the snake's face?
Snake's facing left. Everybody's facing left for some reason, except the apple is just, his eyes are looking straight up. There's no extra arms or legs or anything. Apple's looking basically straight up at the snake like, holy crap, snake. The snake is wearing a wizard's hat. Like, imagine Gandalf's hat on Snake's head. The snake has, for lack of a better term, leopard spots. You know how like when people draw snakes, it'll have like the ridgy underbottom, and then it has like leopard spots on what would be like the back. So it's got like the ridgy, snaky bottom, leopard spots on the back, Gandalf hat. Mouth is open. It probably has a couple little fangies, I would imagine. It's a snake. I don't remember. Tongue is kind of just like out. Bite left-hand side of the apple. Apple's eyes, oblong eyeballs looking straight up at the snake.
Is there a leaf on the apple?
What's that?
Leaf on the apple?
We're done.
No, standard stem.
No, do not draw us. Okay.
Okay, let's see. Oh, crap! Oh, no! No! You guys are going to be very upset with me. I was so fixated. I'm just going to say this now. I was so fixated on the snake part. I missed a huge detail. And you're going to see it and be very sad. And I'm going to just award 100,000 points to both of you right now. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. All right, let's see your drawings. Okay, interesting. Whoops, wrong thing. And the face is a lion.
That's adorable.
The face is a lion. I was so fixated on the snake part. It was like his tongue has to be out, right?
And the bite is on the same side as the hole. Was that the case?
Yeah.
Mine was opposite.
You said it was coming out the back, so I kind of did it out the top side.
I said left side like 500 times. It's on the right side. The lion, he was facing left. That's why left is in my brain. So I'm not going to take any points out for anything that has to do with the bite or the face of the snake. All that is just free points to everybody. Both of you have the wizard hat. Both of you have 2 coils, which is interesting. Jeremy's got good pattern texture going on.
I started the pattern stuff on the snake's body.
Okay, so advantage Jeremy for patterning, advantage Kara for the face and eyes of the apple. Fuck, this is hard. Kara, do you have a stem or leaf or anything on yours? I think I have to give it to Jeremy then.
All right.
Everything else is basically the same.
Yeah.
I think
Since you didn't say anything about stem or leaf, I was like, huh? But that's okay.
Yep.
Jeremy got it.
Yep, I think Jeremy got that one.
I think sometimes you have to take a little creative addition in order to like roll the dice on a win.
They look like
I can't believe I missed the lion face. I remember explicitly looking at that and being like, cute lion cub face. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. And I forgot it.
That's
I legitimately
hilarious.
feel bad.
It's okay.
Kara already erased hers, but her wizard hat looked like a birthday dunce cap.
I put a brim on it. I did this, and then I went boop.
Doesn't Gandalf's hat have the backwards leany bit?
Yeah,
it
it
does.
does.
And neither one of ours did that.
Okay. Oh, man. So that was what I was worried about, is that like I'd be talking for 2 minutes and miss something glaring like that and sound like a total idiot to the people that are watching.
And you're like, it could have a snake's face with the tongue and the teeth.
I was so fixated on the snake part that my brain just put in snake face.
That villain would lose or that villain would never be apprehended, or they would arrest the wrong guy.
Yeah, they'd be like, it's like, I have a lion face, not a snake face.
Yeah, I'm innocent.
Cute. Look at my big blue eyes.
That is embarrassing for me.
All good. All good.
That is embarrassing for me.
All right, IMDb game, then we got a blast.
game for Chris Pratt.
I'm gonna go with fewer films.
It's the IMDb game. Ba-da-ba-ba. Don't I have IMDb open? Apparently not. Oh, no, that's in the other browser. That's why. Because Hugo Weaving was up. All right, for those of you who don't know, the IMDb game works as thus. The person who redeems the IMDb game chooses an actor or actress It is everybody's job to determine whether or not they think they have appeared in more films or fewer films than screen legend Sean Connery. We're going based on the listed actor credits on IMDb, so don't backsass me about the number of appearances, because it's the IMDb game, not the brownie knows how many things they've been in game. The amount of crap I get for what is IMDb's fault is ridiculous. Anyway, Chris Pratt, what are we thinking? More or fewer?
I'm going to go with more.
I'm going to go with fewer.
All right.
Because, I mean, I feel like Chris Pratt, in the grand scheme of things, is fairly new.
Swanky. It's okay, Brownie. We'll have our Jeremy moments.
Oh, that's a burn.
It would be interesting to see, like if you guys have like a couple minutes after the podcast, just to have one where one of you describes it.
Yeah, I could try one.
Yeah.
So do you guys think that Chris Pratt?
I can describe it.
No, I want to describe it.
Chad, has Chris Pratt appeared in more films or fewer films than Sean Connery?
Fewer.
I'm going to say more. I said more.
Brad says more. Dave wants to know if you guys are excited for the Lord of the Rings series. We did talk about that a little bit.
Nope.
Kara's not excited because she thinks everything has to be canon and you can't explore anything new.
Don't call it Lord of the Rings. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
There could be a cameo.
Wouldn't like Solo, Rogue One, they invented new people that didn't exist from the original canon of Star Wars.
But they're changing people's backstories. Like Galadriel
They changed Han Solo's backstory.
It's different.
It's the exact same.
No.
Kara's just being a gatekeeper to Lord of the Rings. I'm excited for it.
They had material to go off of.
They had all of Legends to go off of.
Their budget for the Rings of Power was astronomical, and they couldn't get the rights to the books, and so they decided we're just gonna do our own thing.
That's fine.
No,
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Go ahead and
I will enjoy it thoroughly, and everyone will think that I'm the big Lord of the Rings fan and think that Kara doesn't know anything about Lord of the Rings.
All right.
Looks like so Dave's going less, Brad's going more, you're going more, Kara's going
less.
I'm whacking the webcam incredibly hard with my fist. Chris Pratt has appeared in fewer films than Sean Connery, and
he's
it's not
relatively new to
particularly
Hollywood.
close.
Not particularly close. Jeez.
So, okay, how do you feel about the Halo series? Okay. You guys are just drinking the haterade. Got it.
I don't want to see Master Chief's face, and the fact that they took his helmet off in the very first episode and then made him bang the Covenant girl, like, come on.
It's not
That's
even that
not
they
Master
took the
Chief.
helmet off. It's that they used every reasonable excuse from the face of the planet to have his helmet off.
Yeah.
He probably had it off more than he had it on. Like, after he took it off, did he ever put it back on? He's in a fight and he's holding it under his arm.
That is kind of funny.
So
here's what I think the major problem is if you have an established like story about has a video like Sonic might be the best video game to movie adaptation ever.
I agree.
But keep in mind everything you guys both just said about both Lord of the Rings upcoming series and Halo. What % of Sonic is originally canon to the game? Basically nothing.
Right.
So
I'm not invested into Sonic though. I played it a little bit as a kid, so it doesn't matter so much to me.
The more people enjoy a particular thing, the less you're allowed to do with it because you can't change the experience that they've already had. I think that if this is just a little soapboxing, if people just take the media that comes as it is and just like accept it as like, okay, this is just going to be a series about Master Chief that these people are interpreting this way and not this radically changes the canon of the thing or whatever. People are obsessed with canon a lot and we go through it all the time too. I'm not saying we aren't either, and I'm not either, but
yeah.
We all do it, but I think every now and then it's worth taking a step back and like looking at the perspective of like, I think we all enjoyed the Sonic movie, but we're not invested in Sonic, right? If we were hardcore Sonic fans, we probably would have hated it. Well, so if we just sort of take things as it comes, like that's just a fun movie about a blue hedgehog, right?
Yep. So Brad said the problem is Paramount, and then Dave says if you watch it without connecting it to the game, it's actually pretty good. So my question is, if you disconnect it from the game, why do they have to have the main character?
Exactly.
Why can't it be Ron instead of John?
And that's how I feel about Lord of the Rings. Take Galadriel out of it. Don't make her be this hardcore warrior. I'm wearing full battle armor, kicking some butt. She is a gorgeous, some 1,000-year-old
I think
elven queen of the highest.
I think there's two things that people need to do. producers need to realize that they can do a cool series and don't call it Halo, so they don't have to take the heat. And people will be like, wow, that's a cool future space marine battle, whatever. Like, you save money on licensing, but you probably don't get the budget, right? So it's a fine line to walk, but you can do stuff like that. When it comes to like a Lord of the Rings thing, and a lot of times I feel like they're just trying to set people's expectations for what people are doing. It's easier to take an existing franchise and say, okay, this is a Lord of the Rings show. Saying this is Lord of the Rings tells you so much about what to expect about the show, as opposed to like, this is gonna be a high fantasy thing set in an alternate reality, previous generation Earth, where there's all these different races of things and magic works like this and this works like that. Like, it's so shorthandy to get people on board with a thing that I think that there's a lot of advantage to doing things like that. I'm trying, this is me talking from a point of view for me, is like, I'm trying to be better about giving things a chance as opposed to being like gatekeepy about it. And I'm not trying to say it like derisively, but all right.
Prime, they let everybody believe for years they had the rights to the Silmarillion and stuff like that. They didn't come out and say they had no rights to it until maybe 2 months ago.
I didn't know anything about it other than they were making a show and it sounded cool.
I have been following it for years.
Well, let's give it a shot and see if you like it. But I do want to do Monstrosity after the show, and we have to wrap up.
I don't know if we have time.
All right. Oh my God, it's so late.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, there's a lot of opinions on everything, but I feel this is my plea to nerds everywhere out there. It's like, if you're upset about something and it hasn't even come out yet, give it a shot.
Right.
Is there anybody that we can raid even?
Mod's
let's
still
do
going.
King's Creations. How about
King's Creations? It is.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try and do the outro really fast because I hit. Unable to raid. What?
Chris Perilla's on.
All right, well, let's try Chris Perillo then.
Or Biomods or whoever.
All right, so that's working. Okay, quick outro time. Thanks everybody for joining us. If you're watching or if you're listening to the audio only version, we apologize for everything that we do not being able to be translated to audio only. So why not check us out at 7 p.m. Central on twitch.tv/RiseThePodcast, or check us out on youtube.com/RiseThePodcast and catch all of our old episodes, see all of the zany things that we're up to all the time. If you are listening or watching on YouTube, don't forget to like the video and comment down below what your most hated adaptation of a favorite franchise is. Thank you all so much for watching, and of course,
May the force be with you.